Beautiful, and welcome to your practice today. So, if you're already laying back, just continue to rest there. And if you just got here, we're going to take a pillow or a block under your mid back, so behind the heart. And you're also going to take another pillow or a block under the back of the head. Then we're gonna take our bolster or anything else that you might like to make yourself more comfy. If you don't have anything, it's fine. You can bend the knees and have the feet on the mat instead. So whichever is the props that you feel like using today, we're gonna relax back, slide the blocks or the pillows into place. And then once you feel that everything behind you is stable, let yourself roll a little side to side. And then as you roll side to side, massaging a little into your mid back, just wriggle the shoulders, make some circles in your wrists and your ankles. Nice. And then lengthen out the limbs, the arms, the legs. And we'll let the eyes close. We'll just relax back and let the weight of the body be supported fully. Take a breath in and then exhale completely. Nice. And for the first few minutes here, we're just going to let ourselves settle. So there's no agenda, there's no rush. This is simply our time to practice. We're going to do a practice that will support our nervous system. So a practice that will help us to come back and almost repair or heal from that place where we're reactive and we're in a state of constant responding. So, this is the opposite of that. So, this is you allowing your body to know once again that despite it feeling like we're in a place where we have to struggle for survival, really, that's not one of the things that we need to worry about. We're here, we're safe, our bodies are well, and we're here to help our nervous system, our mind, our body to tune back into that. So as you take the next deep breath in, inhale that knowledge, that wisdom that is within, that's always weaving its way back to equilibrium. So every time we feel tired or not well, our bodies are simply guiding us to take the break that we need. Even when we're mentally feeling overstimulated, sometimes the solution is this art of stopping. So, for one more minute here, just really getting into the enjoyment of breath. Letting the eyelids be soft and heavy, letting the face relax, starting to notice sensation throughout the body, noticing your feet, noticing your shoulders, noticing your arms, noticing the entire back body, noticing your breath, just gently holding you from within. And as you inhale, your breath reminds you that you have company, the constant company of your breath, your magical breath, expanding, widening, opening. And then as you exhale, letting yourself really enjoy that feeling of everything letting go, just a little bit at a time. There's no rush. So, for half a minute more, just you now listening to your own breath, to your own somatic response within your body, just space to be. And becoming friendly with your own rhythm, the sound of your own breath. Like, so this is what you sound like. Just letting yourself wonder, just be in wonder at this magical, spontaneous breath. Take 3 more breaths like that. So, knowing that letting go means we no longer have to carry any of the stress. Just with every exhale, if you have anything you want to let go of, breathe out through your mouth, and just as much as it will be let go of, just let the exhale be the conduit for releasing. Take 2 more breaths like that with your own. 1 more breath like this. Really drinking in your breath, letting it fill the body from the inside. And then as you exhale, letting everything go. And take a little check in again. Let the shoulders soften a little bit more. And just notice just by breathing for a few minutes, has anything changed? Do you feel any difference? Great. And then from here, we're going to bring our arms back. We're going to lengthen the legs. We're going to stretch everything out. Just taking a nice long stretch through the body from the fingertips all the way to your toes. Nice. And then exhale, just relax again. We're going to go from here to our side. So bend the knees in, bring your right arm against the earth, tuck the chin, and we'll turn to the side and gently come on back. Great. So for now, we can set the pillows to the sides. And we're going to lengthen out in child's pose. So child's pose is always a great place to take care of the lower back and the shoulders. Also a really good place for the nervous system to continue to be in that zone of relaxing. So let's draw the hips back and relax the forehead towards the earth. Soften the shoulders. Your fingertips are gently pressing down and your outer hips are gently drawing back. And we'll take about 10 breaths here. And it might look like a passive shape, but if you're truly allowing your breath to move into your body, you're going to feel your spine filling with breath. And you're going to feel your shoulders softening. You're going to feel the hips relaxing. Great. And continuing to simply breathe and simply be. And so, as much as you can today, let your practice feel childlike. Let yourself get childlike. Just let yourself have the chance to play and to kind of let yourself be a little loose. So we'll take two more breaths like this. Deep breath in all the way into the belly. And exhale, softening the shoulders. One more breath like that all the way to the base of the pelvis. And then as you exhale, softening everything. Beautiful. Great. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands back towards ourselves and we're going to meet on the hands and knees. This is where you can get really playful. You're going to come into your rock and roll cat and cow. So just gently imagine that you're letting your belly button lead the movement today. So let the belly button be playful and make its little silly round circles and ovals in all kinds of directions. And as that happens, as that movement initiates from the belly, let that also ripple towards the shoulders, the head, the neck, anywhere you like. Let yourself start to play even with lengthening out the limbs, maybe one arm, and just kind of rolling again through your wrists, rolling the arms back. It's purely intuitive. There's no right or wrong. Driving the legs back, maybe bending, and again, all kinds of silly movements, whatever calls you, whatever feels like, oh, that'll be fun to try. So just moving into the hips, into the ankles, and just really letting yourself rock and roll through the hips. And we'll take a few more breaths like this. Let your breaths be complete. So your inhale, let it feel complete. Let it inform your movement. And your exhale, let them feel complete. Let it feel really nice. Great. And then we'll come back to center, still on the hands and knees. We're going to take the right leg back. So we're tucking the right toes and just placing the ball of the foot back. Then we're going to slide the right leg towards the left, assuming you don't have many things there. So slide your right leg towards the left, and then we'll press down with the left hand and draw up with the right hand. Nice. If this feels okay, you're gonna open the heart a little bit more, stretch the right arm back a little bit more. If it feels nice, right hand to the left hip. Tuck your chin, let the head relax. The left ear towards the left shoulder. Take a couple of breaths there. Nice. And then we'll come on back, both hands onto the mat again. And then let's tuck the left toe, stretch the left leg back. Left leg is going to come to your right side this time. And then we're going to turn. So it's good that you see both sides. And you're going to draw your left arm out, relax your shoulders and lengthen up. And then again, feel free to breathe here or maybe move the left arm back a little bit more or turn the left arm, slide it to the right hip, roll the shoulder back. And then from here, we're going to relax the neck again, right ear to the right shoulder. And we're just going to let ourselves kind of relax and drape towards the right shoulder. So take a couple more breaths there. If it feels like you don't like to put weight onto your wrist, you can always come into the fist form instead and be on the wrist as you turn here. Great. And then exhale, we'll come back to center. So we can come into downward dog. And then those of you who would rather skip downward dog, come into half standing forward bend. Feel free to even take your hands against the wall or a chair. So let's tuck the toes, draw the hips high. And as you exhale, draw the hips all the way back wherever you are. Nice. And then again, just playful. So bend one knee and the other. Just let yourself really stretch out along the side body. Most importantly, find that breath Let the breath really get a chance to be kind of squeezed and flowing from side to side. So when you're twisting, there's a feeling like it's twisting and squeezing. And then when you exhale at the end of the twist, really let everything just release through your breath. So a couple more times like this. Great. And then bend both the knees, draw the hips up high, draw them all the way back. Nice. And then looking forward, we're going to walk the feet towards the hands. And you can slide your hands against your shins, draw yourself forward, relax your shoulders back, micro bend your knees a little. Take a few more moments there. Just look gently forward, especially those of you that tend to get dizzy. You don't have to stay all the way down all the time. You can come to this halfway point. Great. And then we're going to step the feet a little wider and extend the arms. We're going to bend the left knee, left hand to the earth, right fingertips up, draw the right hip back. Nice. And just take a few breaths in here. Belly button gently drawing in, right hip drawing back. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale again, and then exhale. Right knee is going to bend and left arm is going to flow up. So again, with your own breath, if you have a different breath rhythm, just use your breath to take you side to side. I'm going to do it a few more times, just wringing out the whole spine. So a really nice thing about wringing out is that it's going to bring lots of freshness back in. So once you release whatever you want to release, you've created space to absorb something new and good. So two more breaths like that, just side to side. Great. And then from there, we're going to come into a plank. Hands back onto the earth. Let's step back. Take a moment, come into plank. Nice. Roll your shoulders back. Draw the heels back. Relax your shoulders. Look gently forward, but keep the back of the neck neutral. Nice. Draw the belly button into the spine. Lengthen your tailbone to your heels. Take two more breaths here together. Great. And then release the knees. We're going to lower down, elbows towards the ribs. And then let the feet relax. So we're going to peel up from the earth for about 5 times in baby cobra, just pulsing through. So inhaling, rolling the shoulders back. And exhaling, softening forward. And inhale, coming back. Exhale, forward. And inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Two more like this with your own breath. We'll do one last one. Elbows to the ribs. If you had lowered down, bring yourself back. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Try to kind of clip the elbows gently in and open through your collarbones. Nice. And then exhale, just rest. Release your arms back. Come onto one cheek. Take a few breaths there. Great. And then let's bring the forehead back to center. We're going to continue through with our locust here. So inhale, draw the heart up. Extend the fingertips back. Extend your toes back. And then exhale, release the other cheek towards the earth. So just with your own breath, continuing like this. Inhale, roll the heart up, turn the arms open, extend the palms away. And then exhale, bring your shoulders back in, turn the elbows away. So inhale, roll open. Exhale, the other cheek relaxes down. I'm gonna do this a few more times, just strengthening and opening up through the front body. So if your own breath, really see how high you can come up and then lower down. Do it one more time like that. Nice. And then rest here for 2 more breaths. Let everything relax whenever you're in that transition of resting. Beautiful. Great. Then from here, we're going to walk the elbows forward. We're going to come into child's pose again, but this time with the elbows forward and the fingertips are going to go towards the spine. So rest the forehead down and then bring your arms back and draw your hips back. So maybe walk your elbows back and take a few more breaths like that. Great. And then from there, walk your hands back towards yourself. Let's tuck the toes, come through downward dog if you want to transition like this. Draw your hips back, press the chest towards the legs. And we'll bring the right leg all the way up. Bend the right knee, open up the right hip, look back. Take a couple more breaths there. And we'll step the right foot forward between the hands. Nice. Relax your shoulders, draw your right hip back. So the right outer hip is going to keep drawing back. We'll draw the fingertips along the mat to lift the heart a little bit more. Nice. Relax your shoulders here. And then again, let's check in, make sure the back of the neck is neutral and that we haven't kind of started to arch and strain at all. Nice. And then let's ground the back foot. You're going to find your belt now, and let's bring the belt into something a little wider than your shoulders. Then from there, we're going to press down through the front foot and come on up. Nice. Then in this shape, the legs are going to stay the same. And you're going to start exploring, kind of moving in circles with your shoulder joints. Nice. So whatever feels interesting for you to explore. So we all have different places that might want a bit more mobility. And then you can even start, I feel like this is like a bear trying to do a towel scrub along his back. So just slowly let yourself rock the belt side to side too. Nice. And then a bit more, just moving forward and back in bigger circles. So play with what feels interesting and good for you. Open up the chest, draw the arms back. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. Nice. And then exhale. We're going to let go of everything and just drape the body over the front leg. Let the head go. And just take 2 breaths here. Great. And then let's turn up onto the ball of the back foot and rest the left knee onto the earth. Nice. Then we're just going to gently move the hips back and fold over the front leg. Inhale, we're going to draw forward, relax the shoulders, draw the heart up. Nice. And then exhale, drawing it back. Just doing it a couple more times. Inhale to roll the heart up. Exhale to relax back. Great. And then coming forward again. Take your right foot out to the side a bit more, and we'll let the right knee come more to the right side. So a bit of a lizard with the right leg. Nice. And then we're going to come forward. Some of you, again, if you like having a prop, you can take anything that you have, kind of prop yourself up a little higher. Great. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. Just letting the right hip release a little bit here. Nice. Relax your shoulders, tuck the chin, and just enjoy each breath here. Great. And then we're going to bring ourselves back, just reset anything you might have. And again, transition through downward dog if you like, or step the feet together and come into standing forward bend to transition. Just take a moment there, bend the knees, draw the hips all the way back, wriggle it out side to side. Great. And then on this side, left leg is going to extend all the way up to the sky. Bend the left knee and open up the left hip. And we're going to place the left foot between your hands and relax your shoulders here. Nice. Draw your fingertips back along the mat so that you're drawing the heart forward more. Keep the back of the neck relaxed. Nice. And then we're going to ground the right foot. Great. And again, we're going to find our belt. Press down through the front foot. Bring your belt up again. And again, loosely take it around your hands. And then inhale, we're going to draw up. Exhale, maybe we'll draw back. So again, this is your own exploration. Play with this. Maybe you want to do some infinity kind of circles of your shoulders. Maybe you want to go one higher, one lower, side to side. So I'm going to really open it up to you just playing. So if today your task or your game is to really see, ooh, how can I make my shoulders feel nice? So just play with that. We'll take half a minute more here. You can also simply go forward and back. Yeah, so whatever feels nice for you today. Great. We'll be here for about 5 more breaths. Nice. And then when that is complete, we're going to face forward again. Relax the belt. Just remove everything. Let yourself drape forward over the front leg. And there's nothing to do here. We're just integrating for 2 breaths. Just letting the breath flow in and relaxing. Nice. And then again, we're going to transition to lizard with the front leg. So step your left foot more to the left side of your mat. And then we'll let the left knee open to the left side a little bit more. So you're going to bring the right foot so that you're on the ball of the right foot. And again, feel free, you can hang out here, relax your shoulders though, draw yourself to lengthen through the right heel or relax the right knee down. So up to you, or you can use props, whatever feels nice today. And we'll take about 10 more breaths here. So just letting yourself soften with every exhalation. Great. So about 5 more breaths here, continuing to draw the left knee back. To let yourself soften whatever feels like it's resisting. Great. And then one more breath here. And exhale everything. Nice. And then tuck the right toes. We're going to transition back. Maybe through downward dog if that feels like your jam today, or anything else you prefer. Bend the knees again, draw your hips back, turn the head gently side to side. Great, and then we're gonna walk the feet forward towards the hands, bend the knees a whole lot. Let yourself drape forward for a couple more breaths. And you're gonna find your belt and bring it with you. Take your feet about hip width apart. Let yourself roll on back up. Nice. Roll the shoulders back. Relax the shoulders. Nice. Tailbone is going to slide down. The heart is going to lift. Great. Feel your inner feet. Lengthen the crown of the head and just soften the shoulders back. Beautiful. So we're going to be in your Tadasana. Keep the Tadasana shape for now. And then with your belt, maybe fold it halfway. Take the right hand against the top of the belt. And the left hand is going to just walk kind of down to your lower back here today. So holding the belt in whatever way feels good for you. Draw the left arm down, draw the right elbow back. Nice, and finding your Tadasana again. Tailbone is still lengthening down. Right elbow is going to peel in towards the nose. Nice. Relax the top of the right shoulder back. Great, we're gonna keep this here. Then let's bend the knees and bring the left knee over the right. Nice, maybe kind of try to wrap the left foot around the right leg. Great, and then maybe we'll try to sit into this a little bit more. Nice, we'll take a few more breaths here together. Nice, and then relax the right arm and just maybe find your balance again. Draw your arms back, start to take a turn through the belt behind you so that your palms are facing out. Nice. And then we're gonna sit in this again. Wrap the legs, take a couple more breaths, draw the heart forward, draw the seat back. Nice. Great. And then exhale, release, come back to standing. Great. Relax your shoulders back. I'm gonna bend the right knee and bring the right leg up. Take the belt under the right foot. Nice. And then draw the leg in towards yourself. Nice. Press your right foot away. Roll your shoulders back. Press your left inner foot down. Great. Take a few more breaths like this. And then both strands of the belt in the left hand. Right arm is going to release back. And we're going to twist to look back. So right outer hip is going to relax. Right outer hip is going to kind of remember that it doesn't need to tense up for this at all. So the right outer hip is going to realize that, oh, actually, I'm on vacation. So relax the right outer hip. Ooh, one more breath there. Cool. And then we're back. Nice. So I'm going to shake it out for a moment. Nice. Shake everything out. Just whatever feels nice again. Just rolling through your shoulders and your hips. Even let your belt go. Let yourself turn a little side to side. Find your breath again. Great. And then from here, we're going to come back into having the legs about hip width apart. We'll take the belt again. And this time, the left hand is going to be holding the middle of the belt. So bring it high, bend your left elbow, right hand to your lower back. Nice. Relax your shoulders. And then we'll just slowly draw the right hand down and bring the left elbow up. Great. And then left elbow is going to bring itself in towards the nose, so towards the midline, without squishing and kind of bending us over, just gently drawing in and down. Great. And then again, let yourself reset so that your foundation is stable. So tailbone's gonna lengthen down, crown of the head is leaning back to line up with your tailbone. Great, and then we'll bend the knees. Nice, this time right knee over the left, and maybe we'll wrap the foot around. Nice, breathing into this. And then if you like, folding forward. Great. So you can always do this against the wall if you're rudder. So your hips can be against the wall. You can even kind of sit on a chair or a yoga ball. Totally fine. Take a couple more breaths there. Cool. And then we're going to release back. Both the arms, turn the palms out, draw the collarbones back. Take another couple of breaths here. Nice. Great. And then simply release both the feet hip width apart. Let's drape down for a moment. Take a deep breath in, exhale through your mouth. Another breath like that. And step your legs wide apart. Nice. And you're going to start kind of doing your rock and rolling with the knees bending, the legs wide apart, toes pointing away from each other. You can let go of the belt. And then just let yourself kind of roll into the shoulders again. Imagine that you're some kind of animal, like in Where the Wild Things Are, or whatever feels fun for you. So a few more breaths, just if you want, even taking in, there's a yoga phase mudra called the lion's phase, Simhasana. So you can even take your hands onto your thighs, release like this. Inhale, and as you exhale, stick out the tongue, let the eyeballs kind of meet towards the pineal gland. Blah. So I hope you got that. Daryl's like, we'll do it a few more times. So you're bending the knees. You can relax like this. Breathe here and then exhale. Just do whatever feels nice. Maybe some other kind of animal. One more like that. It's very pretty. Nice. And then we're going to gently go side to side. And you're going to transition your hands back towards the front of your mat. Step back. And again, just rocking side to side. Then we'll have the knees back onto the mat. And take a moment, walk your hands back and have a seat. Great. Okay, so we're going to bring the feet forward. So your knees are bent. And then you're going to rest back onto your elbows. So you're going to come down onto the elbows like this. Nice. And then instead of letting the heart kind of sink like this is a possibility, but today we're going to draw the heart up. Nice. And the shoulders back. And take your feet nice and wide apart. We're going to try to drop the right knee onto the mat, so towards the mat. Nice. And then let the head relax back, if that feels okay. Or press down a little more on your right hand and draw the right arm away. Even turn it open and press the right knee down. So see what feels possible here for you today. Take a couple more breaths there. Nice. And then we'll come back to center, come back onto both the elbows. And then left knee is going to try to come towards the earth. And it doesn't have to touch. Obviously, that doesn't need to happen. It's just directionally. Then I'm going to roll the shoulders up. And again, you can just relax the head towards the shoulder and breathe there. Or again, if you want to come up a little higher, you're perched onto your right elbow. Your left hand is going to walk back. You're going to roll the heart up and maybe lean back. So again, it's just what feels like opening to you in your body. What feels like it's actually kind of like a lazy stretch. So when somebody else is suggesting it, you're kind of figuring out the logistics. But once you kind of feel, oh, my knee is going to try to draw down and my heart is going to try to draw up. So find that for yourself. You can even bring your arm up and back and breathe into that. Nice, couple more breaths. Great. And then let's come to lay down for a moment. So just bring yourself back onto the mat, nestle the whole back body against the earth. And then we're just going to have child's pose on our back. So our hands are onto the shins, shoulders are going to relax, and the knees are slowly just drawing directionally towards the shoulders. We're going to close the eyes and then just let the lower back relax against the earth here. And then we're going to tuck our shoulder blades under as we rock side to side and also kind of shimmy side to side to get everything evened out along the spine. So making it feel really comforting, just like you're rocking a baby now in its cradle. And then when the movement just kind of ripples out and you feel like settling into a bit more stillness, you can even take your hands under the knees and just rest here. If it feels nicer by now to bring the knees together for you, you can also do that. You can even hold opposite elbows. So whatever feels nice, we're going to take about 5 more breaths here. For some of you, having the head hang back like this might not feel as nice. So you can take your hands on top of the shins instead. So keep the neck neutral. And let the breath flow in. Let the breath flow out. Discover again that your body has its own natural rhythm. Great. And then we're going to release the legs and just release the arms, palms facing up. Have the knees drop in together. We're going to just again still drink everything in, integrate as you breathe. There's nothing else I have to do for the next minute. So letting all of that movement, all of that movement of prana, all of the opening up into places that might have felt contracted before, just having created so much that is new again for the body. Let it integrate. Just scan your awareness through your body and extend just a warm curiosity or friendliness to whatever's happening right now. It doesn't matter if we're more a certain sensation or less a certain sensation. Just letting out awareness and joy, be neutral for once. You're going to take 5 more breaths here. Just enjoy each breath. Great. And we're going to bring the arms to cactus. So lowering the arms against the earth. Wriggle again, side to side. Tuck your shoulder blades under. And then let's bring the knees towards the left elbow. So it doesn't matter if it lands there or not, but just directionally moving it that way. Anchoring the right side down again. Turn the head towards the right elbow. Breathe there. For some of you, it's possible to take the left hand against the right outer foot, and you can extend the leg. And still breathing there. I know that some of you will end up holding the bottom foot with the right hand. Again, that's another possibility. Just find what might happen and what might work for you in this shape. We're just going to take 5 more breaths there. Great. And then slowly release, coming back. Right ankle on top of the left leg. We're just going to draw the legs in. So in our reclined pigeon, just sneaking the hands under the left thigh and slowly just drawing everything in. Great. Press the right knee away from you. And we'll take 5 breaths there. A lot of the time, the hips and the shoulders are very related in terms of sensation and feeling tension. So releasing the hips is very helpful for your shoulders. Great. And then we're going to extend the legs up. Bend the knees, shimmy the shoulder blades under, take the arms back into cactus. And then we'll slowly draw the belly button in, lower the knees towards the right side, anchor the left elbow down again, maybe turn to look towards the left elbow, and breathe here. So we'll take about 5 breaths here. Great, and then again for some of you, left outer foot in your right hand, extend it away, and then maybe you're gonna catch the right foot with your left hand and extend. Great. So whatever feels like a nice way to connect and open, you can even use your belt around your foot. If you're using your belt, you can connect this way, or the belt can go around the back foot, and you can connect that way. So we'll take 5 more breaths here. Just let yourself luxuriate in your out breath. So when you're breathing out, it's like, let everything go. Great. And then gently bring the knees back together. Left ankle over the right leg. Interlace the hands behind the right thigh. And we're going to draw the legs in reclined pigeon. And just pressing the left knee away from you. Great. Roll your shoulders back. Keep the back of the neck neutral. And we'll take 5 more breaths here. Notice if the breaths are getting kind of bigger and rounder. And if they are becoming kind of fuller, well, let it, if it can, kind of get that way. Let yourself fill with breath and soften with your out breath. Great. And then let's release. We're going to extend both the legs up. Take your hands behind your thighs. You're going to tuck your chin and we're going to bring the legs closer in. So if you can hold a little closer, kind of the hands are around your elbows and draw in. For some of you, it feels nice to curl like this. So just like a child's pose, but curled in. For some of you, you can bring your legs back and come into a plow or even a shoulder stand. So whatever feels nice for you in this moment, we're just gonna take 10 breaths wherever you choose to be. And if you're in the curled up child's pose, start to lower the head back onto the earth. So that's nice and relaxing. Let the belly just feel nice and soft, like a Buddha belly. Just everything is just flowing. Great. And then gently, let's release the feet back onto the earth. We're going to take the shoulder blades under. We're just going to take a bridge to close it out. So tuck the backs of the arms under you. Draw the knuckles towards your heels. Draw the tailbone high and then extend the tailbone through your knees. So lots of length through the whole spine, through your entire lower back. Great. Take 3 more breaths here. And you're going to begin by loosening the hold of the hands. Slowly lengthen the hips towards the heels as you lower. Great. We're going to bring the knees one more time to the right side. Open up your arms. Maybe even lengthen the left arm diagonally away. Right arm over both the legs. And twist. Take a couple of breaths there. So feel like you're creating length along the left side body as you breathe here. Great. And then same thing, just bring it to your other side. The knees are coming to your left. Right arm is diagonally away. Left arm over the legs. So as you create a little bit of a support, pressing down onto the legs, anchor down the right hip and lengthen the right shoulder away from the right hip. Great. We'll take a few more breaths into the right side body. Nice. Letting everything relax as you exhale. Wonderful. And then in your own time, come back to the center, hug the legs in, rock a little side to side, and let yourself gather whatever props you want for your Savasana. Maybe even a little, your scarf can go over your eyes. So, in your own time, create the proppage that you like. Legs can be over your chair or your couch. And then there's nothing else to have to do. You're simply resting and simply being. And we'll rest here together in Shavasana, just absorbing the practice, your body's natural wisdom, as always, and especially right now, gets to emerge and collect the strands that it needs to help you to heal and to recover. And so just let yourself rest. You hear the sound of the bell when Shavasana is complete. And reading to you from Mary Oliver as you rest here. The summer day. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean, the one who has flung herself out of the grass, the one who's eating sugar out of my hand, who's moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who is gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearms and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And gently deepening your breath. Smooth, deep breaths into the body. Feeling your breath, your prana circulate throughout the body. Feeling relaxed and complete just as you are. In your own time, starting to feel movement in your fingers and your toes. Feel free to remain in your Shavasana if you have a bit more time. Or if you're wanting to come to a seat, finding your way to your side, and then any comfortable seat. We'll meet with our eyes softly closed and our palms together at the heart, just bowing gently towards the heart. Just take a moment to notice what your body might be telling you right now, whether it's a picture or in words. What has rippled forth from your practice? And then we're just going to bow to our body's natural wisdom and chant Om to seal our practice. So taking a breath in. Namaste.